Welcome everybody to another episode of the Higher Learning Podcast. We're back on a Tuesday special edition. I got an interview today. Be sure to follow us on a Politicking Network on YouTube, Politicking Broadcasting. Follow our blog, thepolitickingforum.com. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at HNS420. And also look out for our weekly interviews on Wednesday and Thursday. I want you to also go ahead and look up my guest for today, Mr. Suparich. What's going on, fam? How you doing?
What's up, Ron? How you been doing, man?
Man, I've been good, man. I've been good. Just, cooling. Try to cool it. Hot ass California, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the same in Chicago. I appreciate you letting me on to the show, man, today, man.
No problem, man. It's a pleasure of mine to have you, man. So, how your day been going so far, bro?
Man, long and hot, man. Just really trying to stay cool out here, man. For real. Got to.
Man, it's hard. It's hard to stay cool out here. I ain't gonna hold you.
I already know. I've been out there a few times. I checked it out. I know it's 100 and something out there. It goes that it go that high. It's crazy out there. It go that high. That's something I can't do. I gotta have it in every room.
You ain't never lie. I see the Henny. I see you got the Henny glass. Is the Henny inside the Henny glass?
Yes, it is. You see it. I put a little bit, I don't want to go crazy.
I feel it. So we gonna get right into it. Suparich. So what part of Chicago are you from? Like, give us a little background on yourself.
Well, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I grew up on Woods, Inglewood, and just dealing with the everyday struggles of life, just taking it day by day, 6'7", so that height, they expected me to hoop, but I couldn't do it. It wasn't in my blood,
Damn.
So, I just decided that I was just going ahead and do music. It's been in me because I was dealing with so much coming from where I come from, and all I seen was violence, So I was even a part of that violence. So coming from that point, I had really no other choice but to talk about it. I was always a writer.
Right.
All the time. I always was sitting back writing about pains and struggles because that's all I knew.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy. That segues into my next question for you. So being part of the violence and witnessing so much violence, Chicago has been at the top of the list for the most dangerous cities in America for, a few years now. You know what I'm saying? What can you speak about the vibe and the atmosphere of the streets and what was going on from your perspective?
Well, first of all, I want to say that don't get it twisted like that. I mean, I know, it's bad, but don't be afraid, man. Just come on, enjoy yourself. It's a lot of good places. You can go downtown. You can do things, eat pizza, Giordano's. It's Harold's Chicken. We famous for the chicken. So come on down, man. It's other things that you can't get with. But in the meantime, in between time, be very careful.
Right.
Don't tread lightly.
Right. So you think the media is like overblowing it, like thinking that, if you come to Chicago, you're going to get killed and all, you know what I'm saying? How they paint the picture.
You can get killed anywhere, basically.
Facts.
So it's all about how you present yourself. Don't come down here on that rah-rah. I'm taking over. I'm finna do something. If you ain't familiar with people or don't know nobody, just stay to yourself. Mind your business.
Easy.
Just that simple.
That's an easy call.
Just that simple.
That's an easy call. So I'm from Cali, of course. I'm in California, about 45 minutes outside of LA. So my only, the only representation or depiction of Chicago has been, Michael Jordan or, the shows like The Chi. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a depiction on a small scale of how it could be. The streetwise. Is it something like that where it's just a string of shit that's happening as a domino effect of other shit that happened?
No, it's really just everybody trying to get money.
Right.
And everybody really, it ain't like it used to be. Put it like that.
Right.
The streets ain't the same no more, where you had different heads controlling things and making sure things didn't get too out of hand, but it was bad. It don't get worse now because gangs is with gangs and gangs is with gangs.
Right.
Everybody is in one whole cluster. And that's insane. I see it every day.
Right.
So I don't deal with it. I used to. I was a part of that struggle. I changed everything. Direct
Right.
Connect, that's my group. It's my man. It's my boy behind that. He owned the label. He told me to change. He asked me to change. You know, he helped me rearrange myself into who I am today.
Right. That's pretty amazing to do that. People underrate, you know what I'm saying, getting out of street life and doing anything because it's hard to, from my understanding, get out of that life once you're already in it. So to be able to change, you know, you underrated for being able to change and go down a different path.
Trying to. I've been shot 9 times, kidnapped, stabbed in the back. I've been through the struggle. I've been through warfare. I know what warfare is.
Right,
And a
right,
lot, I'm not dissing the shorties. Y'all do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you ain't ready to walk up and knock a nigga head off point blank range, don't get yourself involved, man.
facts.
Take it
Y'all
easy.
shorties, listen to
Breathe
that.
easy. You know what I'm saying? I feel your struggle. I was there with you. You know? I'm
Right,
just saying, if you ain't ready to go do that, then don't even do it, man, because it come with the territory. You know what you got yourself in for.
facts, facts. That's what's up, man. That's real shit, man. That's real shit. So musically, Chicago has produced a lot of great artists, you know, over the years. You got Common, Kanye, Chance the Rapper, Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, G Herbo, Lupe, the list goes on and on. From Chicago, who are your list of musical influence for you?
Well, everybody's an influence to me. I take a piece of everybody. I just can't leave it here in Chicago. This world is big. It's wide.
Right,
It's open to
right,
whatever you like, whatever you want to do.
right,
You know, I can never limit myself. I love all of them. You
right,
know, I take a listen to all of them.
right.
Stay on top of all of them, but I cannot limit myself
Limit
to
yourself.
just
Right.
Chicago music.
That's
You
what's
know,
up. I like hearing that because, you know, growing up over here on the West Coast, you know, we had times where we dominated the music industry, and then we got times where we were shut out. So I don't even know if you hear any West Coast artists get spins in places like Chicago or New York or the South. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a mystery. So to hear that coming from you, you know, kind of confirms I know you ain't the only one that think like that.
no, I'm not really. I'm not actually the only one that think like that. It's a whole group of people that think like that.
Right,
You know,
right,
I know some people personally that think like that. But
right.
you got to be willing to think like that. You know,
Facts,
you got to be
facts.
willing to. You know, you got to be willing to get outside the box. They set boundaries up for us, and we're not willing to cross those lines because we are afraid. We are
Facts.
afraid to see what's on the other side. I'm not.
Right.
You know, let's try. Let's see what happens. You
Right.
know,
I feel it.
I can't set myself up to a point where it's which I'm stuck inside the box.
right.
You know, it's the opening, but you scared to go out of it.
Man, all that opening and you stayed in one little conformed in one little space.
Can't
That's
do it.
insanity right there.
I can't do it.
I feel it. I feel it. Your Siegel, superfood. Let's talk about it, man. I know you just dropped it. Let's talk
Yeah,
about superfood.
yeah. I just dropped it. Superfood was basically, actually more like an accident. It was actually an accident. To tell you the truth, it happened. I was in the room and I had to go to the studio. In like less than 30, I think like 30 minutes. Then I had nothing created. So I laid back in the bed and I started writing it. And everything started coming together that fast, that quick. So I went to the studio. I'm like, come on, man, let's do this song. So JP, that's my man. Shout out to JP. He a great engineer. He produced the song for me, beat everything. And we get in the studio, you know, I don't smoke weed like that. You know, I
Right,
smoke sometimes. He fire up the greenery, you know, he get the chiefing on that.
right,
I always throw a little something. I bring some Obama, some purple, some, you know, some for them to smoke on because he like to smoke like that. So we get to sitting back, we get to vibe a little bit. I said, let's do it. So I go in the studio. So I get to talking real low, you know, sexy like with the song. My superfood. And it started to happen. And I started to feel, I'm like, wow. So I got into the vibe then. So I started to create it. So my guy, D, he was there. He had to open up the blinds and look at me like, what you at that doing, boy? You know, so it got me more intense. So I started vibing with it. I did the first verse and the hook. It was on point. I was going crazy in the studio. You know when you got something good, you lose your mind.
Right. Facts.
I lost my mind. I was so happy. Came back later on and put the second verse on it. And I said I'm gonna drop it. And that's how that happened.
So was that like all in one day?
No, it was like I did the first part of it, the hook and the first verse that day. Came back to it. I think it was the next Sunday I came back to it, and we had some rough patches with the second verse. Ran into a couple of rough patches with it, but we did it. We got it done.
Got it done. That's all that matters. That's what's up. That's what's up. And you got a video to it and everything, right?
Oh, not yet. I want the song to be out there first.
Got you.
Ready to do the video, but not yet. I'm trying to get more views. I'm trying to get people to listen first before I get them the visual.
Right. I feel it. So get people to get.
Yeah, just all about step by step. You know, give them time to hear it.
Creating a demand, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm doing.
That's right.
What I'm doing.
I respect it. So switching gears a little bit, how are the streets of Chicago or the town impacted when things happen with, the police killings? I always want to know from that city's perspective, the George Floyds and the Sandra Bland's and the Michael Browns, when stuff like that happened, how was the atmosphere out there?
Oh, we had the military out here blocking the streets, keeping us from going downtown. I myself wasn't involved in it. I don't believe in that,
Right.
because we have been doing that for years.
Right.
And it hasn't changed.
Change anything.
So why do we keep doing the same thing over and over again when nothing changes? You know? So yeah, it impacted us really, really hard. I'm looking out my window and they running in the beauty supply store, they running in grocery stores, they definitely was in the shoe stores. I think I got some of that footage on my phone actually.
Dang.
Villa was attacked. It's a little shoe store. They have a little Nike stuff in there, and they was attacked. They was running out, and they tore down a strong obstacle. It was like a wall of steel, and they ripped it down. I was like, wow. So we was definitely impacted by all that mess. But I don't believe that we can just limit it to Chicago because it's affecting the whole world.
Right.
In that same.
Right. Definitely. I mean, it looked like that a lot out here. The freeways blocked, streets is blocked, niggas running in and out of stores. And like you said, like I understand the frustrations, but we got to try to strategically do something else because that ain't working.
It's not. We've been doing it.
We've been
tearing up the streets. We've been protesting. We've been holding up signs.
Right.
What I do feel like they say, who y'all? I seen one girl, it was in my Facebook feed. It said that we are not our ancestors. So you know what that meant? We're going to tear this mother up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't them. And I've been seeing a lot of people, these Caucasians, like say white people.
Yeah.
They've been getting KO'd.
Yeah, a lot.
They've been getting KO'd, I'm not gonna lie. And
that's
what I think. And every time I see that, I'm like, man, Joe, it's going down. Things are changing. And I seen that they was at Atlanta at the Ku Klux Klan headquarters or something like that.
Yeah.
They had in Atlanta, they had the long line of people with weapons, black people with weapons, it's AKs, AR-15s, things of this nature. And I don't know their laws out there. I don't know if they was fully automatic or what, but it was crazy because I'm seeing this. Like, yes, we are not our ancestors.
Yeah, I mean that had definitely has a double meaning. I think as far as not taking no shit, we aren't our ancestors, but one thing our ancestors did do, our ancestors weren't afraid to die. They weren't afraid to die for the cause, because when I seen George Floyd had that knee on his neck for 9 minutes, and we had 4 or 5 people sitting there recording it, no one wanted to put it all on the line and go knock that police officer, or at least push him off his neck like that and get apprehended or get beat or whatever. Like, you're just recording and watching this man die. Like, I don't think our ancestors would have took that shit. Somebody would have did something to get that police officer off his neck. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, in certain ways we gotta be more like them. But I'm glad that we do. We saying like we'll fight. Like, y'all ain't just gonna put us in a concentration camp. We will fight.
Yeah, that it's real out here now, and like you said, they would have died, but you know, now it's their turn.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't want to see no violence. I've been through it, so I know how it feels to be involved with it. But it's what we dealing with day to day. Day to day, that's what we're dealing with.
Facts. That's fair. That's big facts. So it's Superfood out. I know you just dropped it. Are you doing an EP next or an album? Is that leading to a whole project?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to really pump Superfood. I'm kind of like really right now. I don't know. I couldn't tell you whether I was gonna do an album or EP yet. I got plenty backup music. I can drop one tomorrow if I want to.
Right.
But I'm not ready yet. I don't think that Superfood has been out there long enough for me to go to the next level of really dropping some new music yet. You know?
Right.
I want them to grab this first, and then after this, I think I'll be ready to do something. I haven't decided yet. Most likely it'll probably be an EP. I don't know yet.
Right. Like you say, you just taking it day by day, pushing Superfood, letting it build momentum, and then make your decision after that.
Right.
That's what's up. We're gonna continue. Y'all push that. Go listen to Superfood on all platforms. Single. You want to listen to his single.
PAFOOD, not SUPER.
Right.
Get it mixed up.
Super, not super.
Right. Exactly.
Superfood.
Right.
Suparich Superfood, y'all, on all platforms. So, if you could collaborate with anybody dead or alive, who would it be?
Pac.
That was quick.
I can't deal with no Pac. Pac was my man. I mean, Pac. I don't care what nobody say.
Pac.
That lifestyle was mine. I feel like me and Pac was twins. I feel like the things that he said was me, you know, and it was me. I was doing that same stuff.
Damn.
I was doing that same stuff he was talking about. I was doing it every single day.
Damn.
Every day I was doing it.
That's crazy to hear.
I just stopped getting tattoos.
Right.
Believe me, I wanted more tattoos, but I stopped getting them. I feel like, okay, that's enough, you know, because I'm from the hood. I don't know about going to no professional. I'm talking about my man's from jail, Bam, rest in peace. He was a great tattoo artist, and he from the streets where I was. I say, hey, man, I need a tattoo. And we did it all. We took ashes, put it in the top, and dabbed it, and this and that, and that was the tattoo. All my tattoos, hood tattoos. I don't have no professional tattoos. I'm standing on the corner, sitting on the cot with my arm out, getting tatted up.
On the block.
Smoking the blunt.
Right.
That's how it was.
Right. Damn. That's crazy you said that. Pac, man. Pac was so, like you said, you know everything he did, from the, being a revolutionary, being raised by a Black Panther, going fighting the police, actually shooting at the police, and then, his unfortunate demise, being set up by whoever. I've heard so many different stories about who did what and how it happened and who was to blame. But when you look at all the shit he was talking about, a lot of those interviews, Pac was 21 or 22 talking like that. And I'm 38 now, so I'll be like, that nigga Pac was like, I wasn't nowhere near that at 21. He was way ahead of the game. He was way ahead.
Yes, he was. And that was a big influence in my life. If any artist was, I really try to stay neutral. But if any artist had any impact in my life, it was Pac, which I had to, which my man's from Direct Connect, best friend, told me to change it up because that's all I did: kill people, murder rap. That's all I did. I had to change it from that. You know,
Right.
it just happened. People sometimes, even though I did have a father, sometimes it takes somebody to talk to you. Really
Right.
sit down and talk to you because my father, we didn't have the greatest of bond. Uh, Me and his bond was basically go get a job, but then I'm over here dreaming.
Right.
He never considered my dreams. And so
Right.
for someone to consider my dreams and really have a conversation with me about my dreams,
Right.
impact me.
Right. I could kind of relate to that with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom passed when I was 15, so all I had was my pops, and my pops was he was a good man, but you know, it was like these conversations weren't had, and I used to be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Not considering dreams and not, but I thought about it more deeply and realizing that his generation was a generation or two removed from segregation. So that generation was all they knew was work and keep your head above water. They was on that. They weren't on trying to advance, trying to own. So I feel like our generation taking it to ownership. Let's get this. Let's get that. Let's black businesses, and then the next generation should take it to another level. So now that I understand that, it helped me stop being mad about not being taught certain things by pops besides get a damn job. You feel me?
Right, exactly. That's what my father told me, get a job. And I'm like, I want bigger than that. I'm an adventurer.
Right.
I'm not a 9 to 5. I,
Exactly.
I don't believe in waking up at 9 to go to work and then come back at 5 to go to bed
Right.
and then wake up and do the same thing again. That's not me. I'm an
Right.
adventurer. I like things to be different. I like to find other things out in life. I like to go places, like to do stuff that's not just stuck at a 9 to 5 type of level. People
Facts.
just do that to me. I call them just 9 to 5ers. You don't have no dream. You don't have no life. To me, that's no life.
Right. Yeah.
To find something that you want to get that seems like it's impossible to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reach
It's
for the
about
stars.
yeah. To me, it's about controlling time. I mean, we could talk about the amount of money you make and being rich, but for me, if I made 150 bands a year and I control my time, and somebody said, "Do I want that, or do I want a job making $1 million a year?" I'm taking 150 bands and control my time because I just never liked the idea of having to clock in and clock out and go to lunch when someone tell me to. And if I come back 5 minutes late, they on my ass. But then if I go to lunch with them and they the boss, it's cool to come back 20, 30 minutes late. I didn't like the hypocrisy and the control. So I'm like, I don't like being controlled like that. So I'm with you. Like 9 to 5 shit, I just never been into. I've done it because I got kids and shit. But if I put myself, I've been able to put myself in position to not to have to rely on that. So I'm with you on that, bro. So switching gears a little bit, a lot of rappers, we speaking of the violence, man. We've lost a lot of rappers to gun violence within the last 2 or 3 years, heavy. From Nipsey to King Von to different people. Pop Smoke. I don't want to miss anybody. I know it's a lot more guys, but that's just to name a few. Um, how do you try to change the trajectory of our rappers going forward, or try to not end up in that position being from the streets?
Well, you know what pays. You know, violence, sex, it all pays. And uh, it be a lot of gang banging, gang. You
Right,
know, that's what it's about. Uh, they they just stuck in that lifestyle. That's all they know. It's different. From just speaking pain. We speak pain. We tell how we feel, but it's different now. It don't actually leak into the industry as
right,
far as rappers. They fighting each other now. you know, and it's serious because people die. Rappers are getting killed behind this, you know, and to me, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, and if I can change it, I would. I would change it. And the only trajectory that I can see changing is you. It starts with you.
Right.
If you want to make that change, and do it. But they think about it like this: if you stop doing that, where your sales gonna go? You know, how people gonna look at you now?
Right.
You know, would they
Right.
look at you as, oh, you're a pussy
Right. You
because
saw it.
you soft as hell because you don't want to talk about it no more. You don't want to do it no more. See how you looked at now?
Right.
It's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of fucking pressure.
Right.
I know niggas can talk like it, like they ain't got no fear, but bullshit, fear happens regardless if you want it or not.
Stop
It's
it.
gonna show.
Right.
It's gonna be there. You can grit your teeth and look as mean as you want to.
But under that,
Yeah,
we know what time it is.
I already know.
On everything. On everything. So being a nigga that don't like the 9 to 5 thing, you know, I'm sure there's other things you would like to get into. So outside of rap, what else do you see yourself doing? You know, film or directing or anything like that?
It's only a plan A for me. I can't see. You know, I've been listening to a lot of people who talk and say things. You know, like when you go to college. You know, I ain't been to college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't even finish high school.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you go to college, you got a minor, and then you got a major. You know what I'm saying? They give you two options. With me, there is no option. There's a major, and there's this music. Other than that, I don't know. I don't want to do nothing else. As much as I want to, I don't want to do nothing else. I don't.
I feel it. I feel it. When you love something like that, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. So being from Chicago, I don't know if you're into sports or not, but I always got to ask this question. You know, I don't know how old you are, but we grew up watching Michael Jordan. You know, got caught Kobe Bryant. You know, being from Chicago, are you a Michael Jordan guy or are
Jordan,
you a Kobe Bryant guy?
Jordan,
Jordan?
Jordan. What are you talking about, man? Jordan, man, you crazy? No, no, Jordan.
Jordan,
Kobe,
Michael
Kobe.
Jordan.
I look Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah,
But Jordan. That's all I want to say.
Michael Jordan.
That
I mean,
anything that
it's
originated,
hard to argue
anything
against Mike.
the guy floated. Jordan floated. Kobe did the move, but he didn't have that float. You know,
Right,
that glide, that stride. He made it happen, but he
right,
didn't have that finesse, that
right.
prettiness, that float. You know, Jordan
Yeah.
floated through the air and made it look so good. Kobe made it look good too, but not as good as Jordan. I don't care. You can block it. You can beat Jordan up, whatever. I don't care. You still ain't did it. You can't do it. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Kobe. You was
Rest in peace,
good too.
Cole. Shout
But
out. To me, those are the two best basketball players ever. You know,
yeah,
most people have Jay, some people have Cole. I'm a Kobe guy myself,
yeah,
but I recognize Jordan is the guy. He got the resume. So those are
yeah, he
my
do.
two guys.
Yeah, Kobe. I'm digging Kobe. He wasn't a mouther, you know.
Yeah,
He was smooth with it, but
yeah,
Jordan was just more smoother. I'm not gonna lie. It's not even about being from Chicago.
right,
Because if I was there where you was at, I'd be like Jordan. Because
right.
he was just too smooth the way he did it. He just
Yeah,
floated like, man,
Jordan was
come on,
amazing, man.
man. Come on, man. Kobe he was a shot clock. I got it. Don't worry about
Right,
it. You know,
right.
I would say he did it all. He did it all, but he didn't do it first.
That's a big fact right there.
Didn't do it first.
He didn't do it first.
Anything after that is just a carbon copy.
Right, right, right. That's real. That's real. As a Kobe fan, I can say that. I can say that much. You know what I'm saying? Jordan definitely came first. And, you know, a lot of people say, if Kobe did it back, if he came first, then maybe the conversation is different. But Jordan just came first.
It definitely would be.
You know, so that's
number 23 too.
Yeah, 24, 23, 20. Yep, he probably would have been 23 back then. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then
you know what I'm saying?
Boy, I'm gonna leave that alone. We ain't gonna talk about your boy. We ain't gonna, I'm gonna be asking. Hey, look,
LeBron.
I'm gonna be asking you questions next. Straight up.
I'm not a LeBron James guy, you know.
Oh no, you didn't. See, I didn't want to go there. See, hey, no, we straight on that.
Yeah, we gonna leave Bron alone. We gonna let him live.
We're gonna leave Bron alone because you know what was wrong with it, for real.
I like him off the court, so I'm gonna leave Bron alone.
Okay, yeah, leave alone for some powder just fall out the sky on us.
Right. Shout out to Bron. Matter of fact, shout out to Bron. Shout out to Bron. I love it, man. I love it, man.
I don't want no powder on my clothes, man.
None. I don't want none of that shit, Bron.
Oh my goodness, man.
We most definitely got to let everybody hear Superfood.
Yeah, I got you, no doubt.
Let's do it. Superfood, we about to play a little snippet for y'all.
Yeah, we go hit a little snippet for y'all real quick.
Superfood.
Everything I need, you know, it's up for you. My body needs my superfood. Every time I'm next to you, I lose my cool. That's the thought that you know, private put me in the mood. I'm spending that attention like a new recruit. Baby, come and get this bitch, it is all for you. That's why you watch the city room with a. Hey, check me out. I can't help myself, you got me feeling something else. Just what I would mean, guarantee you at yourself. They root to a pool, I'm swimming up in you. Trying to find out what to do. Baby, you gon' see just make it happen. You so enticing. I don't need you to know begging, but baby, you like my fetish. I'ma tuck you down together. Get up in every crevice. Tonight gon' be so epic, position that make a checklist. I eat you in the digestion. I know you did not expect this. Yeah. Let's go. I can hardly sleep when they come together. Everything I need, you know, is out for you. What my body needs, and my superfood. Every time I'm next to you, I lose my cool. That's the thought that you and private put me in the mood. I'm spending that attention like a new recruit. Baby, come and get this bitch, it is all for you. Let's fucking watch the city room with a view. Tell me like, oh, I'm gonna leave it alone after that, man. Let me play it, man, for you, man. Hey, check me out, man. I'm on all streaming platforms, man. You know.
Superfood.
Yeah, super
rich.
Baby, you know.
Super rich. Follow him on all platforms, yo.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get them panties wet, you know. Trying to wet them up over there, boy.
Trying to wet them up. I feel it. That shit was hot. Yeah. Superfood, y'all. Go listen to it on all platforms, man. Get them spins up. Run that shit up. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, HNS420. Follow the Politic and Broadcasting channel on YouTube, and also our blog at thepoliticandforum.com. Thank y'all for tuning in for another version of Higher Learning Podcast with my man Super Rich. Y'all go stream that superfood. Thank you, my brother, man. I appreciate the interview, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you putting me on today, man. Ron, you the greatest, man. Have fun, man.
That's all you. Pleasure is mine, brother.
Love.
All right, one love, bro.